lost in the rainforest. On the Christmas Eve of 1971, 17-year-old Julianne Kopka and her mother took a flight to Peru to see her father, a famous zoologist working in the rainforest there. The airline they used, Lanza, had a bad reputation, but they desperately wanted to spend Christmas with Julianne's father. At first, everything went smoothly. 25 minutes into the flight, however, the plane flew into some dense, dark clouds and suddenly started to shake. Then, Julianne and her mother saw a bright flash of light to their right and felt the plane suddenly tilt forward into a nosedive. The frightened passengers started screaming as their Christmas presents and other items were flying around chaotically in the plane. After a few terrifying moments, the airplane exploded and fell apart in midair. Julianne was thrown out of the plane by the force of the explosion. She felt herself spinning around in the air and lost consciousness. When Julianne came to, she found herself in the middle of the dense rainforest, still strapped into her seat. Her right eye was swollen shut, her collarbone was broken and her body was covered in bruises and cuts. Her mother was nowhere to be found. She was completely alone, the only survivor amidst the wreckage. Fortunately, Julianne remembered the advice her father had given her on surviving in the wilderness. He had advised her to follow water downstream to find civilization. Luckily, she found a stream of water nearby and started walking downstream. She trekked through the knee-deep water, battling exhaustion, sleep deprivation and starvation. A fly laid eggs into her wounds, which then became infested with maggots. Sometimes she saw a crocodile, but thanks to what her father had taught her, she knew not to fear them as they rarely attack humans. After an incredible 9 days without sleep, food and shelter, she finally reached a small cabin. She sat down and waited for the owners to come. A couple hours later, the lumbermen staying there returned and got her back to safety. She later found out that her mother had died alongside all the other 92 passengers and crew on the flight. Julianne now works as a librarian in Germany and lives a calm life.